Let me start by saying this: if you ever hear drums beating in the forest when no one is playing them, run. Don't look back. That's how it all started for me. Once upon a time, I came from a small village in West Africa, the kind of place where everybody knows everybody. We believe in spirits, old gods, and the kind of things city people laugh at. But this story is real. It happened when I was only 12 years old. And to this day, I still wake up shaking from the memories. There was a boy in our village, born under a blood moon. His name was Chidi, but no one called him that. They called him NWA Ojo, child of bad luck. He had a huge head, bigger than any normal baby, and sharp, long teeth like a wild animal. The old women said he was born already cursed, that he came from the other side. His mother died just after giving birth to him. People whispered that he drank her blood from the womb. No one raised him with love. He lived in a small mud hut on the edge of the forest, raised by his blind grandmother, who swore he was just a special child. But even dogs refused to go near him. Strange things happened whenever Chidi came close. Chickens would drop dead. Milk would turn sour in minutes. People had nightmares about being chased by a boy with red eyes and a crooked smile. One evening, while walking home after helping my uncle on the farm, I heard the drums. They weren't the happy, festival drums. No. These drums were slow, heavy, full of something dark. And they were coming from deep inside the forest. I should have gone home. But something pulled me. I don't remember walking. Just the feeling of cold leaves brushing my legs and that sound getting louder and louder. When I reached the clearing, I saw him, Chidi, dancing around a fire, alone, but not really. Shadows moved with him, tall, long-limbed things with glowing eyes. Things that didn't belong in this world. He stopped when he saw me. His big head tilted slowly, his sharp teeth gleaming in the firelight. "You came," he said, smiling. "Now you will carry my story." I ran. I ran like I never ran before. But after that night, I started seeing him everywhere. In my dreams. In mirrors. Sometimes in the trees at the edge of my house. The village elders called a priest. They did rituals. Burned herbs. But Chidi still comes. And now I carry this scar on my shoulder, shaped like a bite. It never heals. They say he died years ago. That he wandered too far into the forest and never came back. But I know the truth. Chidi didn't die. He waits. And if you ever hear those drums, you better pray they are not beating for you. After that night in the forest, Chidi was never seen again. People said the spirits finally took him. The village threw a small celebration, no drums this time, just quiet prayers and palm wine. Goats stopped dying. Crops started growing better. It was like the darkness had lifted. For a whole year, everything was peaceful. But peace doesn't last long in places where the old gods still walk. One night, the chickens began screaming again. Not clucking, screaming, like they saw death itself. The air turned cold, even though it was the middle of harmattan. Mothers started waking up to their babies crying with blood on their blankets, but no wounds. And the dreams came back, the same red eyes, the same big head, the same sharp teeth, smiling in the shadows. Then someone saw him. A hunter came running into the village before dawn, shaking and pale. He said he saw a boy sitting by the old Iroko tree near the forest, staring straight at him. Same big head. Same smile. He asked me if the village missed him, the hunter said, before fainting. The elders called for a meeting. No one argued. Everyone knew what had to be done. We had to end it. A group of men, armed with charms, machetes, and fear, went into the forest the next evening. I followed from a distance, my heart beating louder than my footsteps. They found him sitting by the fire again, just like before. But this time, he didn't run. He looked at them, at us, and said, "So now you believe I was never just a boy." He didn't scream when we grabbed him. He didn't fight. He just kept smiling. That same, calm, creepy smile. Even when we dug the hole. Even when we threw him in. Even when the dirt touched his face. The last thing he said before the ground covered him was, "You can bury me, but I'm part of the soil now." We marked the spot with a wooden stake and tied red cloths around it. The elders warned never to step near it, never to speak his name again. For years, nothing happened. But last week, I saw something strange. The wooden stake. It cracked down the middle. And now at night, I hear drums again. Slow. Heavy. Like something waking up. The crack in the stake should have been the warning. But we ignored it. Pretended it was just old wood and wind. We didn't want to believe he could come back. Not after we buried him with our own hands. But deep down, we all knew. 2 nights after the crack appeared, the village dogs vanished. All of them. Not a bark, not a trail. Just silence. Then the dreams returned. This time, they were worse. I dreamt of standing at the edge of the forest, and something was whispering my name from underground. I couldn't move. My legs were frozen. Then I saw a hand, long fingers, dark skin, sharp nails, slowly crawling out of the dirt. When I woke up, I had red dust on my feet. I swear I never left my room. The next day, the stake was gone. Only a hole remained. That evening, someone knocked on my door. It was little Kofi, the neighbor's son. His eyes were wide, and his voice was shaking. "Uncle," he said, "there's a boy standing outside our house. He said he's looking for you." I stepped outside and almost dropped dead. There he was. Chidi. Same big head. Same sharp teeth. But this time, his eyes were completely black. No whites. No red. Just darkness. And his skin looked dry, like cracked earth. He said nothing. Just smiled. Behind him, I saw shadows moving. Not people. Things. Twisted. Crooked. Crawling like they had too many joints. The spirits he danced with. I don't know. I shut my door and lit every candle I could find. I haven't slept since. Now every night, I hear him walking outside. He doesn't knock. He just waits. And the worst part. He's not alone. The village has gone quiet again. Too quiet. People are leaving. Others pretend nothing is happening. But the trees whisper his name when the wind blows. And I think the soil under our feet belongs to him now. If you ever come to my village, and someone offers to show you where the boy with the big head was buried, say no. Because he's not in the ground anymore. And he remembers who buried him.